Hello everyone, and welcome back to our segment of the week. If you ever took science in school, then the names Robert Hooke and Antony von Leeuwenhoek might sound familiar. If not, that's totally okay. Basically, these were two individuals in the late 1600s who are accredited with the development of the first microscopes. They discovered the microorganisms that have defined our theories of disease and medicine that we know today. Simple things that seem obvious to us today and that we're quite familiar with, like washing your hands to prevent the spread of diseases, really weren't that obvious just a few hundred years ago. In 1846, a doctor by the name Ignaz Semmelweis wanted to know why as many as 5 times more babies were dying when they were delivered by doctors compared to midwives. After a few experiments, he concluded that the only real difference between the doctors and the midwives was that the doctors were performing autopsies while the midwives weren't. Although Semmelweis didn't suspect germs, he implemented a protocol of hand washing that drastically reduced the amount of deaths in his hospital. But not everyone was convinced. Doctors of the time were offended since Semmelweis' new theory suggested that the doctors were directly involved in the deaths of a lot of babies, and Semmelweis lost his job. This all happened less than 200 years ago. But did you know that the Bible suggests this same advice nearly 4,000 years ago? In Numbers 19, Moses, by God's wisdom, says that anyone who comes into contact with a dead body was supposed to separate themselves from the camp, to wash their clothes, and to bathe themselves before they were allowed to return. Leviticus 15 extends this advice by saying that even if someone comes into contact with a person who's sick or their possessions, that they were to follow this same protocol of separation and washing. Sometimes we can think of the law of Moses as a series of out-of-date laws that don't really apply to us. But even in just a few short verses, we can see the omniscience of a God whose laws were so far ahead of their time that they wouldn't be understood for another 3,500 years. And we can take comfort from this, realizing that even if we don't understand something, our God is all-knowing, and we can put our trust and confidence in Him. Well, I hope this short study has helped to strengthen your faith as we work together to try to learn more about God's Word, the Bible.